Hey guys, Teeka's Dragon here, and today we've got a very exciting EDH game between the two latest enchantment commanders. So we've got Sythis, Harvest Hands Enchantments, who has made an appearance before on this channel, and then we've got Go-Shintai of Life's Origin, and that's Shrine Enchantments. Go-Shintai is heavily just green and white with a splash for the shrines. If you are interested in either of the deck lists, you can go check them out now. They are on my deck tech list on YouTube, or you can check the link down below in the description with my Moxfield lists. And whilst you are in the description, you might as well like and subscribe so you can be up to date with all the latest videos. So back to the game, we're rolling to see who goes first. I've got 6 and my opponent has rolled an 8, so Sythis will be going first. We both drew 7 and kept, so let the game begin. Sythis starting off with a snow-covered forest, then into a jeweled lotus, and then casting Sythis. Turn 1 done. Over to my turn, so we draw, upkeep, and then we play a command tower as land for turn, and then we play a mana crypt, tap this to play a soul ring, and then with the rest of the mana I'll play Go-Shintai of Life's Origin, and then when it enters it also gets the 1/1 shrine. Then pass turn to my opponent, who untaps, draws and plays a Wooded Bastion as land for turn. Then tapping for green white, not that it's relevant, he then plays a Sylvan Library, Sythis trigger, draw a card and gain a life, then he passes the turn. So on my turn I untap, I then roll for the mana crypt. Odds I take it, it's a 1, so I take 3 life, and then I draw for turn. Then I play my land for turn, which is a tiger, taps for red-green. So I tap the tiger in the end, change my mind just so we've got the colour up with the command tower, and I play a noble hierarch. And then with the green, well, tapping the command tower for green and the mana crypt, I play a Sythis champion. Next, to my combat phase, I will swing with Go-Shintai, Exalted trigger on the stack as well, that's fine, no blocks, 5 commander damage, and past my turn. So my opponent untaps, upkeep, draw step is the Sylvan Library trigger, looks at the top 3, and then he decides he's gonna draw all 3, and that takes 8 life from him. He taps for double green using the snow-covered forest and the Wooded Bastion. Plays a Mirror's Guile, Sythis trigger, draw 1, gain 1. Then he plays his land for turn, a Verdant Catacomb, instantly sacking and finding himself a Savannah. And then with the floating green mana, he plays an Arbor Elf. Then over to me, I untap, roll for the mana crypt, take 3 life again, and draw for turn. Beginning of my main phase 1, I play my land for turn, which is a Bloodstained Mire. I then pay 3 mana with the crypt and the soul ring to put the Gigantha the Wellspring into my hand. I've popped the dice there to just remind myself I've got 1 colourless floating. I fetch, lose a life. With the mana I'm going to search up, I'll find it in a minute. I play the Gigantha. Just searching for the fetch now, and I get a Bayou from the fetch. And then I go to combat, swing with Go-Shintai, again, no blocks, exalted, my opponent's down to 23 with 10 commander damage, pass the turn, my opponent untaps. Mirror's Guile trigger, he looks at the top 3, gets to put them back in any order. He cuts my deck for me, and then he's still looking at his Mirror's Guile, and then he'll have Sylvan Library at his draw step, so he's probably also considering that right now, and he draws just the 1. So into his main phase 1, plays a land for turn, branch off pathway on that side, he just does the swap there because it's a double faced card, and then he plays a Heliod, the Sun Crowned, although there's no there, for 3 mana, Sythis trigger, draw a card, gain a life. And then he decides to tap for 1 green and Nature's Claims my Go-Shintai, my commander. So I gain 4 life, I guess. I do choose to put him back into the command zone. And then it's over to my turn. So, untap, roll for the mana crypt. I roll an odd, so I take 3 life, draw for turn, and I spend some time doing some working out. Land for turn there with a Verdant Catacombs. I tap for mana and a further 2, and I play Go-Shintai again. So it's an extra 2 colourless because of the commander tax, because it has died. And I get another lovely shrine token there. Now set us some champion triggers. So I draw a card for both the Go-Shintai and the token, and it also gets 2+1/+1 counters. Some more thinking. I know he's 1 card off of a combo, so I fetch, have a flick through my library, take a life, see what's available. We grab ourselves a Savannah, and then we tap 3 mana, and we play an Idyllic Tutor. With this, I search up an enchantment. And with Gigantha available, I decide the best enchantment is the Sanctum of All to get. And then we shuffle our library, get it cut, tap the Gigantha to play the Sanctum of All, triggers again off the Citizen, get to draw 2 cards, get another 2+1/+1 counters, go to combat and swing with Go-Shintai. Actually, I can't because it came in this turn, so the Citizen champion. Exalted trigger, my opponent says no blocks and takes 6 from the Citizen champion. Over to my opponent's turn, he untaps. Mirror Guile in his upkeep, and then Sylvan Library for his draw step, draws just the 1. Prismatic Vista is his land for turn, instantly sacked into a snow-covered forest. Quick shuffle of his library going on now, and then I'll cut. And then he taps 4 mana, and with the 4 mana he plays a Walking Ballista. Lovely. So he plays that with 2+1/+1 counters on it. Yes, that's game over, so we'll still play on. So he uses the Arbor Elf to untap the Savannah, pays 2 mana to give the Walking Ballista lifelink from the Heliod. So I will explain this combo for you, just so you know it is an infinite loop. So now Ballista has lifelink, he removes a counter from it, a +1/+1 counter, and that deals 1 damage to me. The lifelink means that he gains 1 life, and then Heliod triggers, and he gets to put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature. He targets Ballista, which means it's back up to 2 counters. This is then repeated until I'm pinged 33 times, and I am on 0 life, and I am dead. So that is sad times. It was a close game, so that was annoying. I was going to go off next turn with my Sanctum of All being out. It'd be able to search for shrines in my upkeep, and that means I'd have 7 shrines, so everything's triggering twice, and it was about to get crazy. I will pre-warn you of that, but it was a good game. He played first, so he got that advantage of winning the turn before I got to. But no, overall, I had fun. I hope you enjoyed the game. Let me know what you think. Remember, like, subscribe. This was game 1. Game 2 will be up soon, so make sure you've got your notifications on so you can get the ping when that happens. Thank you guys, take care, have a good day.